What's up? It's Ben, and what we're going to do in this video is we're going to crack into the basics of high status communication. Now, what I've noticed over many years of training people in sales, most people have low status communication. And what that sounds like is, hey, how's it going? Thanks for being on the call with me. Hey, where are you from? How's your week been so far? Oh man, so nice to meet you. And it's not the words that make it low status, it's the tonality. Compare it to this. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. How's your week been so far? Appreciate you jumping on the call. Same words, different status, okay? So the technical term for this is trying for rapport and breaking rapport. So trying for rapport is the first one. Hey, like you're trying to be their friend. You're trying to add another social connection because you need something from that person. In a sales context, you need their money. You want them as a client. And the quickest way to lose trust is for that person to feel like you need them more than they need you, and that ultimately what they're just going to subconsciously or consciously think is that you're trying to manipulate them. You have an agenda. Okay, so the definition of a high status person is somebody who doesn't need any more social connections. That's why they speak generally with breaking rapport. They're very, not rude, but it's just like, hey, what's up? Nice to meet you. Because it just goes back to like, I don't need anything from you. So one of the fastest ways that you can actually build trust is by demonstrating that you don't need anything from them. And the way that you do that is by being willing to sacrifice the relationship. So on a sales call, that might be challenging them right away. Not in a rude way, but if they're saying stuff early on in the call, you should challenge them. You should ask them hard questions. You're not there to be their friend. If you're there to be their friend, they're going to say, okay, well, this guy obviously needs me more than I need him. What does he want? He obviously wants my money. Oh yeah, this is a sales call. Boom, resistance goes up. The chances of you closing goes way down. I was listening to a sales call on this new offer that I'm on, and it was our appointment setter. Just calling up this guy. And she was just asking all these questions in the script, which are super salesy questions. And she was speaking with this tonality. So, like, what are you looking to do with your dating life? Oh, tell me about this. Tell me about that. I was like, no. Like, this guy, when he actually showed up to my call, and he was so defensive. He was only giving me one-word answers. And ultimately, I was just like, man, there's only so much you can do if you break that trust. Because the person is coming onto the call hoping that you have the solution. They want to buy. And this is the case where you have a brand and you're doing ads and marketing stuff. They're hoping that you're that guy or that girl. But it's very easy to break that illusion and then for them to suddenly just lump you into the same category as every other idiot out there. So this is a huge thing that you need to work on. I would suggest recording yourself talking. And what you'll find is that some people, they literally cannot do breaking rapport. They're always stuck in like a trying, hey, how's it going? Or more of a neutral, like, hey, nice to meet you, right? They can't do it. And it's because it goes back to our ancestral roots. When we were in a little villages, little tribes, obviously the leader of the tribe was the alpha or whatever. He's the guy who already has everything he needs. And people listen to him. And if you tried to be like, hey, I'm the leader, he would just kill you, or he would get the tribe to kill you. So it's an evolutionary defense mechanism that we have up subconsciously that we just cannot get through that a lot of times. So with that said, how do you do it? Well, you can practice the tonality stuff. That is really going from like the outside in. I mean, you could do some affirmations or something like that to say like, I don't need this person, da 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 da. But ultimately, I'm not even here to give you like a fix all. I'm just here to make you aware of this. So as long as there's a part of you that you feel like you need something from this person, you're in trouble. So the best thing that you can do is learn how to get more leads, how to separate yourself from the outcome of needing them to buy. Say, well, if this guy doesn't buy, I'll give it my best shot. If not, if it's not a fit, all good. There's like a bajillion other people out there. That can help, right? Improving your skills is kind of good, but not if you have this block in your head. But I mean, again, I'm not here to fix you in a YouTube video. Like, you have to go and do some inner work and get to a point where you are coming onto the call with the right intentions. And this is hard, especially if you're broke, right? If you're newer in business, or if you had a slow month, it can be hard going into a sales call, not needing them. Again, you have to like mind fuck yourself out of this. But what I try to do is I try to put my full intention, my full focus on this other person. Help this other person. How can I help them? And this is one thing that you can do if you find yourself being a bit needy, going through a bit of a rut. You found that when you jump on a sales call, you're really pushy and you're coming across weird and you're getting a lot of resistance and you don't know why. It's like you're saying the right things, but it's just not working like it used to. Go and help somebody for free. Call them up and with no expectations, help a few people for free. Give away some money. This is like a weird thing, but you need to actually start like rewiring your subconscious to accept that you have a state of abundance when you're not there. Again, longer conversation, maybe for another video, but hopefully at least you're aware of this now, that you will catch yourself like with these patterns and you can cut it. So that's the first thing. Watch your calls and then listen to your tonality. How do I sound? And then practice. So with that said, Zin time, brought to you by Zins and Starbucks. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you like this video. And if you want more stuff like this, let me know. Or if you want something completely different, what would be helpful for you to know, let me know in the comments and I will talk to you later.